Hello Barkipoo, hello Ewan 1872, can you hear me? Can you hear me alright? How's it going, all that guy? Good to be back. Right, we are second. White balance. Alright, light, put it there, put it there. That one. Test, test, test. Right, I'll keep that there. How's it going, Rachel? Anti-flicker. Can I take a flicker off it? No. Right. You can hear, right, Bartley, you can hear me nice and clear. Let's see if we can try the music. Geraldman says, unpack the boxes. Jesus, I'll only how's it going, Bad Albert? I'll only unpack the boxes if you say, unpack the boxes already. You've got to say, unpack the boxes already. Have you got a... Those unpack the boxes already, girlfriend? Alright. Right, wait a minute. Test. Test, test, test. Test, test, test. Test, 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 test. Test, 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 test. Far too loud. Far too loud. Far too loud. Right. Test, 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 test. Test, 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 test. That'll do. To another place, yeah. Right, I'll tell you all about it. So you're probably wondering, what's this change of scenery and what happened to the old wallpapers? Is this a new flat I'm in? Why have I got the boxes up here? I'm covering a few things. What's the new house like? How do I feel about the third series? Etc, etc. Well, let me answer that by playing that song. We'll just have a quick song. You want to know why? I got the key, I got the secret, I got the key to another place. I got the key, I got the secret, I got the key to another place, yeah. Welcome back to Limmy's Webcam. That's the internet plugged in. I'm back for good. Wow. Wow, wow, key, yeah, 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 I got the key, yeah, 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 I got the key. Just after this song's finished, folks, I'll tell you all about it, but let's just get this wee song out of the way. I got the key, I got the secret, I got the key to another way. I got the key, I got the secret, I got the key to another way. The key. Sorry for the lack of light. I got the key. There's a lack of light in here. Wow. Come on. whoa, whoa. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, 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 I got the key. Yeah, yeah, Just, I'm going to finish the song in a minute. Just need to get the song right. Ooh, ooh. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Nearly finished. Well, I got the key, I got secret, I got key to the way. Well, I got key, I got secret, I got key to the your way. I got key, I got key to another way. Oh, I got the key, I got the secret, I got the key to another way. And that's that. Wait a minute. No. Rachel Fail says, I'm disappointed you didn't hit the high notes. Rachel, I didn't want to go for the feminine. It would have sounded jokey and unauthentic. I wanted to go for my key. My key. I've got the key, which is my key of singing and no up an octave. My key. I wanted to go for that a masculine way. 500 viewers. I'm very glad to see that's 534 views. That's perhaps the most views I've ever had in this, and I'm going to make it worth your while by telling you what's been happening. I'm just going to put some music on. I'm not going to turn it up loud and sing along, just for some background music. Glasgow.
Make no excuses now. I'm talking here and now. I'm talking here and now.
Glasgow.
Your time is running out. I'm talking here and now. I'm talking here and now. It's not about what you've done. It's about what you do.
I've moved to us, but I'm still in Glasgow.
It's all about where you going, no matter where you've been.
So it doesn't matter. Listen. Glasgow. Glasgow. This is my favourite fucking dance song about Glasgow. Glasgow. Right, wait a minute. Right. Oh, Glasgow. Right, get that in the background. How's it going? It's good to be back. How do I sound? Do I sound nice and clear? Do I sound nice and clear, loud and clear? Crystal clear. Too whispery. Good to see you and all, Gelsa. Right, listen. I'm going to put on some more backgroundy kind of music. This song's a bit too kind of hard to ignore. This kind of fucking music. Right. I put something more backgroundy on. Give us a second. Right, that's nice background music. Right. It's good to be back. I've moved house, what's happened to me recently is I moved out of a flat. Me, my girlfriend and my son, my wee boy, we moved out of a flat, we sold our flat. And we had to move in with my girlfriend's mum and dad. Thinking that we're going to get to move into another house just like that. Couldn't get a fucking mortgage anywhere. Couldn't get a mortgage anywhere. Couldn't get a mortgage anywhere. Thanks, Rachel. Couldn't get a mortgage anywhere. Couldn't get a house. Eventually managed to get a mortgage and get a house, and here I am. That's what I've been up to. And we've not had the telly, and we've not had the internet bar my phone. So this is me. The internet, the real internet connected today, and the telly, the aerial, up in it. First world problems. First world problems. Gerard Butler. Gerard Butler. Here, this is a big shout out to the Baltic Fleet. This is a big shout. I just had a text. This is a big shout out to the Baltic Fleet. Donny K, he knows who he is. I don't want to say any fucking make any wee private messages to people, because I want everybody to feel they're involved in the webcam, which they are. It's just somebody that actually really they know in real life. And he said, it was, I tell you who it is, you might know him, Donny Kerrigan, who I used to work with in Chunk, who made Snowball and all that. Carry on. And he says, "Day that lassie's face for Hangar 13. Did you read my story today? Did you see my story on Twitter today? Right. Let me try and get. I looked at right. The mental lassie. I'll try and give you a very short version if you didn't read it, because some of you came through Facebook, or some of you don't actually read my Twitter, even though you follow me, which is called breaking the family rule and gets you a lifetime ban. Test. I just remembered today, and I sometimes remember just this wee moment that happened. It only lasted for a second. It must have lasted just for a second, and all these fucking thoughts came into my head right away. I was in Hangar 13 in Ayr, which is a big kind of techno club thing that happened every Saturday during the 90s. Everybody fucking mad with it. People, the odd person died. Maybe it may have just been one person, but just one of the ones everybody fucking mad with it. And I looked, I was just kind of walking somewhere, I don't know, and everybody's dancing. There's this kind of platform a wee bit higher than everybody else, and everybody's at half edge, like looking down at everybody dancing. And I just clocked this lassie that I sort of knew when I grew up, Cairn Wadrick, and she did this, right, here we go, try it, right, watch myself on the webcam here, try and do it, right, it was this, she did this, kind of dance move thing, right, so she's doing all that with kind of light sticks and all that, and then I saw her going like that to some guy, right, going like that, right, let me see, I'll do a few versions, right, I saw, let me try and do it, it was something like this, it was something like this, it was something like that. In fact, that was it, see what I just did there, that was it, spot on. I'll do it again. It was that. She pointed to some guy and did that thing, right? And if you read my story on Twitter, I looked at her doing that and I was like, right away, she's copying that lassie for Earthquaker. There was this big rave called Earthquaker
about a year before or 2 years before, and then they made a video of it, like VHS. I think it was before DVDs, was it? And everybody's dancing, and there's this lassie in it that did that. I remember seeing her going like that. She was doing like that. I thought, she's trying to copy that lassie. She's trying to copy that lassie, but as I said on Twitter, the lassie in the Earthquake video was like maybe like one of the dancers that they'd hired for the event. He's kind of gloves and hat and above everybody, and I thought, she's trying to do that thing. But the thing is with this lassie, what was her name? I'm not even going to fucking dare say her name, because she's a real fucking person, I'm not making it up. And she was fucking trouble. I think she was trouble. I just didn't like her or her brother. They were kind of like scaby. You know, they were like fucking scaby or something like that, and dead freckly. Nothing wrong with people with freckles. Nothing wrong with people with freckles. Dead freckly, kind of dry looking, like Ian Brown kind of. You know that kind of fucking ugly way some people are. And I don't really mean, like, you know how you've got ugly in the way that people go, oh, come on, that's not a nice thing to say, like, calling somebody ugly. But you know that way they look, that they're stupid and violent. You know, you get people who are stupid and violent. You know, like you get thuggish kind of people. How do I describe it without sounding like I think I'm... No, I'm not working class, because I'm working class. I don't know if I'm any more. You know, I'm a writer. I'm like Jared Butler now. I don't know if Jared Butler considers himself working class. I'm middle class now. Would you call that middle class? Still fucking keeping it real, man. Look. I know if I was really keeping it real, it would be Lidl biscuits, but... Anyway, fucking Mingin, I never liked him. I didn't know why. In fact, I think the brother of that lassie was on the bus to Hangar that night, or maybe one of the other weeks, and he knew me, and he came up to us. He's like, "How's it going, Brian?" or Limmy, I can't remember, but he's like, "Oh, how's it going?" I was like, "Alright," and I couldn't remember. You know what the fucking thing is? Like, this will get a good idea of what the cunt was like. And his sister, he was going to Hangar 13, and he was wearing, like, everybody's wearing denims and trainers and all that, right? He was wearing black dress trousers. I don't know if he was wearing shoes. He probably was, like, wearing slip-ons, but he's wearing black dress trousers and maybe a t-shirt. Maybe I'm just imagining that, but definitely like trousers. And the way, like a kind of court appearance type of thing, like a kind of no getting what you're meant to fucking dress like. But anyway, she did that, and I thought, she's trying to be that lassie for fucking Earthquaker, but she's what kind of, how do I describe her? Did you ever like used to hang about whenever you hung about and there was like a lassie or a guy, right? But I'm talking about a lassie here. It's kind of fucking half on nut, and you're like, oh, here comes fucking what's her name? You're like, oh, for fuck's sake. And you're just like, this could end up in a fight. I could get fucking hooked off this lassie. And then she goes away, right? And that's it. And then you hear, did you hear? Imagine it's like Tracy Heenan. Did you hear that Tracy Heenan got expelled for Bellarmine? She's coming to help out. Oh no! Oh no! She was that type of lassie. You're like, I don't want her in my life. She was like that. So what I saw, to cut a long story short, was this lassie who I've known has been kind of clatty. I don't mean dirty in the kind of, she's a right dirty one. Just finger up your arse and all that, fucking 2 fingers. And I mean, like, you can imagine going near her and she smells her. You know, if you leave your towels in the washing machine and they get damp and then they get the bacteria on them. That way, mildew like that. Mildew sounds nice. It kind of sounds like, like fusty. You can imagine it. You can imagine it. I've had jokes with certain people that there was one guy in Carnmodrick. What was his name? Gary. Can't remember. I wouldn't say his name if I can remember. It was Gary something. And he came up behind me once and put his horn in my mouth, and I kind of guess who way, right? His fingers smelled of shite. That was like a kind of primary, and it wasn't. He wasn't. He didn't like poke his arse and then go, I'm going to poke my arse and then rub it on Brian's nose. It was like, just like you can imagine, he's been fucking scratching his arsehole all day to go like that. Like, right up. Oh. See, the reason why you would go like that, right? The reason why you would take it away is because your nose, the nose gets used to bad smells. It gets used to it, so you have to get a break and then go back to it. Or the lads will know what I'm talking about, you know, for old days, you know. Bus stops, get out of the bus shelter and all that, and then she, like, see you later, and then she goes up the road and you're like that. The funny thing is, sometimes you can wipe your arse, have your finger accidentally go touch your shite, right? You wash your hands and you check to see if you've got clean fingers, and you go like that, and it actually smells. It reminds you of back then. It reminds you of that because it's all the same kind of bacteria. It's all the same bacteria, and also sometimes you can. Like at the end of the day, when you've maybe been like eating like lots of sweet things and things that kind of rot your teeth, or just general things, and you might kind of scratch your tongue for something. You put your finger in the back of your mouth, and then you go like that, and it smells like, you know that you've got bad breath, but you know it smells like all the bacteria, and it smells like fucking like secondary school. Aye, so she and him and the brother were like that guy, you know, this. You can imagine her fingers smelling of shite. You can imagine her wanting to poke you if you're a guy. You can imagine you'd be walking away from the fucking bus shelter, going like that. Right, I'll see you later. Fucking hell. And her standing there like that. With the fucking, you know, you're like, I feel fucking, is that right? You're no one. Did you get off with Sharon at the bus stop? Aye. What happened? Did you poke her? Aye. What did she give you? Yeah, and nothing. Ah, you did again. I know what a slagging. Huh? You'd rather say you were a virgin than admit to something like that. What happened? Nothing. I just got scared. Scared of the bird. She's away fucking bragging to her fucking pals. Fucking got 2 fingers up them. 2 fingers. I smell your shite. She's up the road that night. She's no washing her fucking fingers for a week like that. Both sides like that. That's the type of lassie she was. Anyway, Right, I'm just going to keep it short and sweet. I'm going to bugger off right now. Thank you very much for tuning in to my first webcam in my new house, and I hope ere time you will see this transformed into a nicer environment. Alright, thank you very much for watching. A lot of yours, and I hope I gave you some entertainment there and some stories about that lassie. Bye for now.